question first I suppose, the whole panel to address. So, Filipino historical education is still, unfortunately, very patriarchal in nature. No? How important is it, do you think, to empower our feminist historical stories? No? And additionally, when else in history do you think there are feminist stories left hidden to uncover?
I think your question goes to Professor Shao.
Sige pa.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Una sa lahat, salamat at may bill na ang mangyayari dyan, pag yan ho ay pinatupad, meron naman tayong curriculum kasi ako po ay consultant of the Araling Panlipunan Curriculum of the Department of Education. So meron naman tayong mga pwedeng paglagyan ng mga babaeng bayani, lalong-lalo na marami sila sa bawat yugto ng ating kasaysayan. So kailangan mabanggit sila. So kaya nga I will ask them na magkakaroon ng mga curriculum guides siguro upang yan ay mapalaganap. Pangalawa, yung tanong mo tungkol sa saan pang yugto ng kasaysayan, maraming babaeng bayani. Aside from the Philippine Revolution, nariyan mo yung mga World War II, yung mga Amazona natin, na guerrillang babae. Napakarami niyan. Na yung isa pa nga, si Remedios Gomez Paraiso, alias si Commander Liwayway. No? Bago yun pumunta sa labanan, nagli-lipstick muna. Kasi siya yung sabi niya, kapag nakikita daw siya naka-lipstick ng mga kawan niya na nakakabayo doon, nakakabayo at pinapumunuan sila, nai-inspire sila. So, yun yung mga ganong klaseng kwento na, actually may film na yun, no? Yung Ari ba yun? Ay, not Ari, yung isang Kapampangan film. Pero ano lang siya doon, parang background. Maganda kung siya yung bida. At marami pang ibang mga na babae. Lalo din panahon ng diktadura, ang daming mga babae. No? Si Lorena Barros, si Nalilio sa Hilaw, pwede silang gawan din ng pelikula. So sana po madagdagan.
That's very strong, no, Cornelia. Alam nyo, hindi naman yung sinabi ko, kailangan meron rin women heroes, no? But naniniwala ko, kasi hindi naman kompetensya, no? But I just feel, iba kasi mag-isip ang lalaki, iba sila tumingin sa problema, at iba rin sila mag-solve ng solution. Ganon din ang mga babae. No? So aside from that they play a big role, there's a different perspective. No? So itong pelikulang to, yung sinasabi nyo, kilala na natin si Andres Bonifacio. Si Orian, di pa natin masyadong kilala. No? But it is actually a reframing. A reframing of a story that we have studied perhaps. Diba? Like, ano ba ibig sabihin ng hero? Diba? You have all these historical films, of course, some of whom are anti-heroes probably, no? Ano ba yung value? Combat ba? Alam niyo, nung natalo kami nung sa festival, o hindi kami napili, rather, one of the things that was said was, parang walang combat scenes. Yung ba ang mark ng heroism to go to combat? Physical? Magaling nga pumatay. Pero ano naman ang vision para sa isang bayan? Diba? What values do women, you will find that out, maybe, no? Like, what kind of values did Oriang represent? What do women, no? Not for all, no? But kasi iba yung experience ng women, eh. They bring a different values, no? So, it really needs to be a partnership. So, hindi pwedeng lalaki lang. Hindi nga yung mundo ngayon, di ba, ang daming gera. Diba? I think that's part of it, no? Yung sinasabi mo, the feminist lens. It's bringing also the values that women will bring. And in particular, of course, she's not just any other woman. She's actually ahead of her time. You will see, pag pinanood yung film, tandaan ninyo na women's suffrage came in 1937. She was born 1875. Nag-revolution siya ng 1897. Tama ba? She was 22. Di ba? 21, 22, nagkaroon siya ng trial. Pag nakita niyo yung trial, what she brings in. And then in 1928, gumawa siya ng autobiography at saka 10 tagubilin para sa mga kabataan. Na pag narinig nyo, magtataka kayo. Kasing ganda ng mga quotation ni Jose Rizal. Di ba? Si Jose Rizal sabi niya, the youth is the hope of the motherland. Siya sabi niya, kabataan, panday niyo isang interes na makakatulong sa bayan. I mean, ang dami-dami niya. No, that was before women's suffrage. She had an autobiography. Among the women of that year, halos wala. Wala akong alam. Isa lang yata, no? I'm not sure, si Marina Dizon. Pero halos walang nagsusulat at that time.
So, makikita mo yung paghangad niya na sana mas alam nito ng mga iba pang lalaki na hindi lang mga lalaki ang dapat maging leaders. Makikita mo sa nuances niya na mas gusto ko na hindi lang pala lalaki ang gagalaw. So, that effect to me as an actor, as a man, gave me, showed me different respect for women. And we all see it now. The women empowerment, that movement is very strong, and we should respect that. And totoo yung sinasabi, kahit very cliche, na no one is above anyone. Kayang lumevel ng mga babae. And now that I'm a husband, a father, nagbago din tingin ko sa asawa ko na hindi ako abot dito kung wala tayong partner na makakatulong sa akin. And that goes the same way for women and their partners also.
Thank you.
So, makikita mo yung paghangad niya na sana mas alam nito ng mga iba pang lalaki na hindi lang mga lalaki ang dapat maging leaders. Makikita mo sa nuances niya na mas gusto ko na hindi lang pala lalaki ang gagalaw. So, that effect to me as an actor, as a man, gave me, showed me different respect for women. And we all see it now. The women empowerment, that movement is very strong, and we should respect that. And totoo yung sinasabi, kahit very cliche, na no one is above anyone. Kayang lumevel ng mga babae. And now that I'm a husband, a father, nagbago din tingin ko sa asawa ko na hindi ako abot dito kung wala tayong partner na makakatulong sa akin. And that goes the same way for women and their partners also.
Thank you.
This is Lovey Ho. Gusto ko lang pong magpasalamat sa Kongreso. Maraming salamat po for giving space to Gregoria de Jesus Caolian and her story. Ang laban niya noon wasn't just against colonizers, pero laban din sa posibilidad na makalimutan. A struggle that still feels close to home today, when truth is often challenged. And that's why the bill to institutionalize the study of Filipina heroes is so meaningful and very timely. It's a form of justice for those whom history has overlooked. At sa ating mga leaders po, sana'y patuloy nating bantayan ang ating collective memory as fiercely as we guard our freedom. And in these divided times, may we remember what Kaolian and the Katipunan stood for. They stood for truth, dignity, and equality for all. Kaya inaanyayahan ko po kayong lahat to watch Gregoria de Jesus Lakambini starting November 5, and don't forget to share it with your friends, family, and community. Let's keep her story alive.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lovey.
That is also a gateway to look back at the past. Alam niyo si Ricky Lee, of course, di ba? National artist. Ricky Lee always says sa mga story, sa mga scriptwriting workshops, kapag may problema kayo sa kasalukuyan, tumingin kayo sa nakaraan. Baka mahanap nyo yung solusyon. So I hope the film will also be a great way to reflect on the past. Sabi nga ni, ang ganda mo sinabi ni Rocco, nag-change yung perspective niya. Tingin natin kay Andres, di ba? Mayabang, kaya sa natalo, you will see a different Andres here, actually. Reframing nga, pati yung pagtingin sa the past. What is the truth there? Kailangan to kayo ng mga young people, no? Kasi nadidepress sila. Sabi ng isang descendant, okay, she's not here. She said, right after seeing the film, ang sakit pala makita ng kung anong na-endure ng lola mo, sabi niya. But another other descendant also said, but it's also nice to see the greatness. There was greatness in the past. I think the young people need something. Saan ba sila huhugot ngayon ng lakas? Dahil we have many messy affairs, no? So I hope that film could also be a source of inspiration, of truth, and finding a way to move on. Yun po ang amin. Maraming salamat po. Alam ko, it's Thursday afternoon, traffic, we need nyo. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.